To set you up for today's trade, we are being joined by our research team with the trade setup and the stocks that are likely to be in the news in today's session. First up, Vamakshi is here to get us all the important market cues. Vamakshi, good morning. What is on your list today after 7 days of gains?
Well, good morning, Hormaz. Of course, the market has gained continuously for the last 7 days, and hopefully we're on track for the 8th straight day of gain. And, this is the longest gaining streak that we've seen in the last 5 months. Of course, yesterday's gains were quite modest, but, the Nifty has finally managed to sustain above the 25,000 mark, which it had attempted to cross in the previous session as well. Now, the trend that we've been seeing with the Nifty is that of consolidation. Take a look at 5th of September. The range was 211 points, and since then the range has almost halved to around 100 rupees or so. And when we look at the advance decline ratio in yesterday's trading session, that was 1:1. The gap between the advances and declines narrowed, and the mid cap and small cap index will also come up for you on the screen. So both of these indices didn't do much in yesterday's trading session. Now, who are the outperformers? It was the media index, energy, PSU banks. All of these indices were up in trade. Apart from that, take a look at IT and auto. On the flip side, these were some of the sectors that saw some profit taking. Now, the handover that is coming in from the US markets is extremely strong. All three indices closed with good gains. The CPI reading showed a 0.4% increase, which is higher than what the street was penciling in. But on the flip side, the jobless claims rose by 27,000 from the previous reading, reaching the highest level we've seen since 2021. So therefore, that sort of fuels hopes of a rate cut from the Fed, and resultantly the US markets were up. Now, in today's trading session, we'll be keeping an eye out on our own inflation number. India's CPI will be disclosed today. Take a look at UK GDP number as well. Apart from that, capital market stocks will be in focus. There's a SEBI board meeting scheduled today, so we'll be waiting for any outcome that comes through. Apart from that, PSU banks will also be in focus because the government is convening a 2-day banking reform meet called Manthan with PSBs, and PSB consolidation is likely to be on the table. And lastly, from the primary markets, it happens to be the last day to subscribe for Urban Company, Dev Accelerator, as well as Shringar House of Mangalsutra. Now, this is what the trade setup looks like for today, but the GIFT Nifty too indicating a positive start.
Absolutely, a positive start for the GIFT Nifty. Vamakshi, thank you. Upasna is now here to list out the stocks you need to keep an eye out for today. Upasna, good morning.
Good morning. First up, let me start with Infosys. Company has announced one of its biggest buyback till date, and board has approved buyback of 2.4% equity at 1,800 per share. That is at a 19% premium as compared to the current market price for 18,000 crores. Next up is Bharat Forge, the arms science contract with Grade 1 for supply of artillery system critical spare parts to UAE, and also company has announced a strategic MOU with Windsors to advance UAV operations in India. Next up is JSW Energy. The company commissions 317 megawatt capacity in August. With this, the company's total installed capacity stands at 13.1 gigawatt. Lodha developers also in focus as the company signs MOU worth 30,000 crores with Maharashtra government for green integrated data central park. Next up is NBCC. The company signed MOU with Rajasthan State Industrial and Investment Corporation for infra projects worth nearly about 3,700 crores. Next up is Railtel. Company has received multiple orders. The company has received work order worth 32 crore from Panvel Municipal Corporation and 71 crore projects from Nashik City. Next up is JBM Auto. Ecolife Mobility gets $100 million capital investment from IFC, that is International Financial Cooperation, to scale up company's deployment of e-buses. Next up is JSW Infra. The company's arm acquires brownfield rail sliding in Karnataka for 57 crores. And lastly, coming to Cohance Life Sciences, the US FDA has conducted inspection at company's manufacturing plant at Andhra Pradesh with zero observation. So all in all, these are the counters that we'll be closely looking out for today.
Upasna, thank you for that update. Lastly, Mangalam joins in with cues from the FNO space. Mangalam, good morning. Finally, a close above 25,000. Is the FNO data indicating a move higher?
Well, finally a close about 25,000, like you pointed out, 7 days of straight gains, and we have the GIFT Nifty indicating that the open will be positive as well. So So that's important. But, yesterday the good part was the Nifty Bank led the gains. We saw some profit booking by the IT index after a big rally in the earlier part of the week, and the auto index as well, post GST announcement and pre that as well, have been on a tear. So yesterday and the last couple of days, we've seen the auto stocks pause for a bit of a breath. But the Nifty Bank, which led the rally yesterday, is at a crucial level. It closed at 54,669 and the 20-day moving average is at 54,666. So make or break level for the Nifty Bank. If it sustains above this level, we have a 1,000-point runway on the Nifty Bank on the way up from a technical standpoint. The good part yesterday was we saw some signs of early short covering. Earlier, there were some longs that the FIs were building, but Nifty and the Nifty Bank, the open interest came down even as the indices moved higher. And that told you that there were some shorts that were covering their position. And that's what data suggested as well. FIs bought 636 crores in index futures, added about 1,200 longs, but more importantly, covered 2,145 shorts. Does it move the needle? Not by much. But remember, in the last 5 days itself, the FI longs have inched higher from 7.4% to 10.8%. And yesterday's up move in long exposure came in on account of short covering. So short covering typically first happens slowly and then suddenly. Let's see whether that sustains or not. For that to happen, the Nifty has to close above 25,100. Why do I say that? Because there is a lot of call writing at 24,950 for a premium of 150 rupees. We've also seen base move higher to around 24,900 to 24,950 because we're seeing call writing at 25,000 and 24,950 as well. The Nifty important level upwards of 25,100 is 25,154, which is obviously the August 21st high post Prime Minister's Independence Day speech and the rally that we saw. 3 stocks I'm watching out for. 1, OFSS enters F&O ban. Obviously, globally, there's been a big move in Oracle, no relation with India, but that's something we'll watch out for. And a lot of short positions added on Angel One and BSE. If no adverse ruling comes, then maybe these shorts will have to position themselves for a covering.
Keep an eye out on both of these names. Of course, Mangalam, thank you for that.